Buju snabek, gi gaba nendego. Iskom kamainga go ge, gi gabo go ge, pasha sigo dote nanek. Gi meteo go mage, ni me setta sigo mage, gi bota abani go mage. Mini go an, gi mini go bani go mage chen snabem sago. Ye go mage ayatso abani go mage. Gi bota aban, gi bota geban. Ni ye go mage kai to an sago mage. Chiwichi to o go mage anishnabek. When it is here go mage. Dani ekete go mage ga nemi echige ans go mage me when it is go mage chinisetta okso mi go mage chinisetta wat vanish nabek so go mage ka bochige wat ki bochige wat so go mi go vai to ni go mage cho when it is here go mage chini ekto wat go mage ka giken da wat ye go mage me no bendana ma wat Itashi go mage kini machta bani go mage ki boshige ki boshige o go nishna be go mesha so go mage ga nani boito when dan maktashi go mage ni misho sanana go no komisana go bani go mage ki mino bendan me go ye go mage abanakusio mi go tashi go dane ket go mage ye go mage ya bitia so go mage no go me go mage gi shagnasi chige so go mage ki meno set so go mage ki kenda money ege go me go ga kitto bane go mage chao me gitashi go mage no go ki nange ta go mai ni go mage kane setta o go kane chige so go mage ki wi chito chene setta o te go so go ege go ga chige when it is here go mage danish na bem so go mage chimino chige so go mage ga chige skete sigo me sha go mage ga kamini go bani go mage gi gashi bani go mage no me go mage ab mosse but gi se bani go mate sigo mage me sha go mage Waashke shiki kumage no bendana ma wati kumage ga esse bas mi tashigo ab musse bani kumage ni sakpa ndani kumage ye kumage kiwi tinga kumage no kuminga kumage at musse bani kumage mi tashigo kumage ge kumage ga ujisse bani kumage mi tego na bege kumage winge kumage kikcha ni mi to o go mi tego na bege mi tashi go mage kai shisse bande guna go mage gi tik te bande go mage te want tashi go mage ki wisse genda bande go mage kai stige bande go mage mi shom sanala no komissanala ske gi bo na bande go tashi go mage spiming ye go mage an patto go mage musse ya Gena mosse tashi te go mage kape so go mage ai go mage gi meno bendana sit go sanagat tashi go gena bendan ye kan go ye go mage gi gena benda si kan gi bisenta ok so go tashi go kagi gi to ate go mage mishom sanana go ban no komisanana go but ke tashi go Kena sa go mage no pamingi go mage ga gi to but ki win de me go tashi go mage ga chik skosia ki amachi ge tashi go mage chimino bandana ma go mage kabe sa go tashi go mage mosse ba go mage wen dana ma ki kai to ya go mage chimino gi to go nishna be sa go mage chishi wates ya de vuelto mong got sigo mage mi de vuelto ong sabo ye go mage me no bandana ma wati go mage ka win de ma o go mage man to king go mage me ko ya mi gini wichi sabo go mage chi ton sabo ge go mage chi win de ma o go mage nishna be ki bo na vantash ki boa chige an sago ge kina sago igo mage I matse si ang sago igo mage ga gi to igo mage yege igo mage ai to ban igo mage mission snalag no commissioner jo sago igo ge kiwen si igo men to mo ai sago mage kina sago igo mage kiu in de me go ge igo mage chin mi to an sago igo mage yo kwamte so Chishiwatis yang so chikito o gomage anishnabek sago ye gomage chiniek to at sago gomage chinisito o go kena goge gomage kanami to men sago gomage gai shiwe bisia so shike yo gomage ni gomage kai gotti che tota ne ge go magi kan mi to at go ma chinisetta ya ne ge go ma chimene shiwaye sia so ki go parte diam te shi go magi mi go magi chibigit na ma wat ge go kan te shi go inisses no ne go magi kinene de me go magi mi shom sana no kumisna ki shaye go magi no mo te shi go magi ai gi to go nishna be gi Kagi to at sago kene to at go kena igot tashi go mage kene go mage en dane ket sago go mage a win de mo to go mage men to go mage chikshke to go kena go mage anishna be go mage ki bo shige wat sago me ke go kena sago chi kenda wat go mage ga nishna be chige wat go mage Chibisinta ya wat sago igo mage ga to wat go nishnabe pane ta shi go mage chigi to wat go mage nishnabe sago igo mage chi win de mo wat go mage men to go mage ani ndana go mage ke shinikas wat go nishnabe ke wen de wat go mage men to go mage ami ne go ni go mage Chimenisetta wati go mage chige kito wati go nishnabe gi go mage awin de mao gi mage nishnabe kine chige kena so ni go mage ga mi go ba go mage me sha de wana go mage amin amanchita chi go pi go mage ki shaglas ti mo ti go mage ai 1970 go mage ga chige ba go mage Kimino abandana ma wati ge go ge chini mi to at go mage ni go mage ka she ge mi ni o go mage ka ne shige ya so go mage mene to ka zo at go nishnabe mi go mage ke go mage chine to at go nishnabe mi tashi go mage ai tashi go no pe mi go mage ga gi to ba ni go mage Kind of go up at you, go no, go magi guy, kai jas, you go magi nishnabe. Kind of she go a chige, what chicks get off, see what go magi no mean my chinema to be, what chick squat to be ox, so go magi tissue water, see, so. She many goes, so we go magi kind of must say, so. Chinisetta, so go get to go, mean go. Ki buon lava, ki buono che ne sa voi come io come ki buono che anzi voi cammini con come che tashi come pane come inni ba anzi voi inni ba wati con snabe so voi come ba ba ya wati come Kai kenda wati go kabe te bekta shi go mage ga ne ba wati go nishna be go mage chine stige wati go ma chimin chige wa kimen set so go mage ga ne go mage yege go mage ki mas se sek ki mas chige ya go mage ne da ta go mage mi go ge te go mage ga ne mi to men kan te shi go mage Dane se tossi oggi come chi masci che oggi con capoci che oggi con snabe chi meno bendana ma oggi che go cin setta oggi come che cin mitto oggi che go e sai come che kene to ya so go mage ya be so go mage no go me shetta shi go mage ye ge go mage dane mas chige si ya ge go mage kana go mage ge chige si ban no go meta shi go mage mi ye go ta go mage dane setta we ni se go mage no go se go mage kik shkus ya mi ye dane schnabe so chikskitto go yuinde mo tie ge go no chikotta shiego no go mi go ga ekto anso mana nette te go ge go ekto ani go hani ko go mage anta shigo chishi wate si akso go no go mage ga ikskitto si go go nishna bek so go mage ekto kine ne datte si akso go mage mi go mage gi shun ki ekto anso go mage tai go mage no go so go mage ki wichita ya wate go nishna bek so go mage kimene dana me go mage ki born ya ki bo chi ya ske kini kenda man ne go mage kai gi to akso go khane go kai to go nishna bek so go no go mi ye go mage kinene dane go to go mage mi ye go mage ni gane ge go ni gane ge o ge go mage ga sige ya so go mage ni go mage kinen dat se o go mage kinen ne dane go ge go ta kan go mage no go so go mage kan si webs ya so go mage kan go mage chino gi to gi go shna be go chini ge shi Kan setta och så går jag mage kanske vi se och går ni snabbt så går mage en match där vart det går mage agi gito mi går mage no går mage agi gito så går mage chebiget na och ge går mage chemen så går vi se så går chikskito mi go me shoy go mage ga mi ni go agi go mage ga na matte bi agi te shi go mage no pa mi ki bo chi ga ki bo ta ba ni go ya te shi go mage chene ekskito so go mage ga agi ki to ati go ni na be mi sai go mage ikene so go mage to danishna be mock so go mage ai kaya bchi go mage nishna be so go ye go mage shagna shigi go mage ga shige go mage ki mese nate otigo mi gacha shi go mage no go me mage chine shige ya so go mage chigi ken mo go mage ga shige wa do chino to ka kino ma wa te go nishna be abeno chi sen so go mage kini chat sen so kena se go mage chi bizin da wa te ge go miksha ye go ga kito ba ne go ma me jo go mage mission senal no commissional mission senal go ba no commissional go ba kena go kab mat si wa kani go hokta shi go mi go mage chini kitta pa shi go mage ni go mage no ngom se go mage kya go mage ni go mage sanagat shi go mage danishna be so go la khana go no ngom mi go mage ai to mi go chita shi go mage indicate go mage ga bi gi no se mane go mage gi me ne go ane go mage pinda ko chi ge wa chini wi chi o go Chineseta og gumage anisnabe gigoestigego. Me gumage gane machta gumage kibota so kibotchige so ge kina so kina wen kina Diego kibagi gito gigoanisnabe gumage Eni koch ge gomage ga to at goanisnabe gumage Chimin chige so chimin is waves chimin so no nigo kege so me gumage kege gumage and shops and shops and shnabe no commissioner so on any ko to at go Deola gumage shagna shimo gumage Migo ye tai gumage chinis kides manch das ye Higo mage no gumage Ojibwemowin te goanisnabe so gumage gakskusiak so gumage inani boeto Kagi skusiak so Digona Egetigo Wingego apichi gumage kana museak so gumage humano gumage kenas so gumage ga wichi to go kanishnabe so kanishnabe chige wate go gege when so kimenende me go so kimenene tiengo Joe ne tiengo Kina yego Keni so Shibigi getoang Kina gumage ga nashnabe mo gumage gagi Chigi gitoati go gumage panegi jeki go gege Kane tebe kongi goge Kobe tebe so gumage so kanda o te go nashnabe Misa gumage atso kanda Yaso kana me gogo Ye gumage matasi wate gumage nashnabe gumage Chinek to atigo Hogane ye kina gumage ken bakane go ye kana mi to men se go gumage Chineseto o gumage agi to atigo shnabe mi ye gumage kabigit na ge go I pinda ko na oti gumage kimashi webs ya go tigito tane kigo patendia Kango Chimene meno yang so chimene waves so mi go mage ka bigit na ye ge go mage chineseta wat go mage chishi wat so mi go mage ga kana meno go yang go mage ye ge go mage ye to go nisna Mai when it shie go mage Gigo Kimeno bendana mo ge Kana mate bia so We when it shie Chena Higo taigo Chikskito ang go mage chinesnabe to go nisnabe so winge go ge Ni go mage Higi kenda mo go Kini estige Kani anigi ya so go mage mani toki Kege te shie go mage mani tok Akia tingi go mage Kaya ok so go kena Deseo ogi go ge te go mage Igagi gito so Anta shigo no gomage kibisen da siro go nishnabe Mochi go tai gomage kenen da to go tai gomage kenen le ta to mi gomage go kine gana go Nena ko tena money go. Pane. Kaige nach nige chigyang so. Chineseta o so. Me go magi gai mi ne go bani go magi nishnabek se go magi shkege ne go magi den shagana shim se go magi genenda ta ogio. Chinishnape mo se go magi mi te kenen den go. Che skitto an se go magi Chiavi go magi chinimito me ne go magi chinishnabe mo. Bizindato ogivo. Go magi. Kani skitto am se go magi ekto. Ci bizindato ogivo nishnabek se go magi. Pane go magi ki shiki go magi gai gi to ate go nishnabe. Migano o pigo e te go magi skitto. Eget sabo. Sanagati ko no minta siya ko may tashag na siya may go pane. Mi go ye tay ko may kine to kina. Mo ye ta siya ko mage ni ko mage ngago chiton ta siya ko chinishna bem sabo. Bebangi ko mage Hene ko magi cheese chinesita ka wikutatio wi chitio Migo magi nganesetta nego Oe nego kane katoan sego kawin de mo ati wanishna Nego chigo de ketigo ge ne go magi chile kito on se go magi gibo ata mane go mame chai go magi me ne go chimene chigo e sia me kagi go ma nego chigo de ketigo magi antan shnabe se go ai tashi Chibiget na ege go mage kamashi webs ya so go mage go mage amene to kazon go mage ga ni kani abchi ya kini wichi so go pane go mage ske to ni to ige me chiska do pagna kina gakna wanji bingo go mage ame kan mi to men so Ci pinte songs. Ci meno che axe o io magi chikskitto. Che dai go magi no coi gan tashiko ge. Ishi askite as wingas ko. Sema so ge. Che dai go magi mane togi o magi absendai. Pane vici gi go pane. Ce ne skitto absolut. Iguci te kette go magi ne go kimatsia. Iguci. So I'm just gonna talk a little bit more.
Finally, that's a long time.
Is it? Oh.
A long story?
Yep. I looked down into
We still got some more talking to do here.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah, so we're gonna just wanted to talk about dreams and visions. They're given to us all right. A dream. A light that travels in a human spirit form. Every time we go to sleep, we travel around in our spiritual form. Bawashige, or in the way I would say it, Botchige. Botchige is a vision. Everybody visions every day, whether we like it or not. Everybody dreams every day. Because we go into the spirit world every day. Ever since we were born here in this world, we were given the power to be able to do that. We are enlightened every day to be ourselves, a spirit in reality. In a physical form, our spirit breathes, our heart breathes, all of everything that our spirit is in charge of here in each of our tombs and our bodies. We walk in a physical, spiritual way. A lot of us have taken our spirits out of our bodies to walk physical over the spirit and not have any foundations to what it is that we believe in anymore. Our language is really important about teaching how it is that we are to be as a human being, so we learn to speak in a spiritual way of living in a physical form. So all of it is about a power and the energy of a light that we are, that we can communicate openly, sharingly, every day of our lives, that we always have something to say because we experience things in life in pureness. Long time ago, back in the early 70s, actually it was in 1970, I was walking through the woods. And back home in my community, and I had my favorite hunting trails that I would travel around. So I'd walk on these old tractor trails, skidder trails we call them. And I walked about maybe 2 miles from my community. I was walking in the woods, and I was up on this big hill that's about maybe 200 feet high, big cliffs. I was looking over the valley and was just looking out in the backyards. I could see all over the place, and I said, I better get down there and cross that little river before it starts getting too late. Because I knew this place where I always like to get deer when I go hunting. When I was climbing down that hill, I was about halfway down, and I had a little trail, pretty well worn too, so it was pretty easy, clear to see. So I was making my way down, and I got to the bottom. All of a sudden, when I got to the bottom of that, where I knew where I could cross on a beaver dam across the river, when I got down there, all of a sudden these big, huge trees, big, fat trees started moving around. I mean moving, they were slapping the ground with the tops of their tree branches. The tops of the trees were all slapping around all over the ground. And I didn't get scared. I just kept walking. I was afraid that one of them was going to hit me. And I kept moving around. It's like staying out of their way when they were all just slapping the ground. So I was walking in there, and I was going through all those trees that were slapping the ground. All of a sudden, I felt this pain in the back of my head. I thought one of the trees hit me in the head, but that didn't happen. My spirit just come out of my body, and the next thing you know, I was walking in this mist. I woke up and I was walking in this mist. I could hear everything. I couldn't see nothing. I kept walking and walking around. I could hear everything. Water, trees, birds. I could hear people talking, laughing. I could hear them all around me. And I kept walking and walking and walking. Pretty soon I was getting tired, and then I said, what am I doing? I had this thought, I said, what am I doing? I better stop. So I stopped. As soon as I stopped, the cloud in front of me, all the mist formed this big huge eye looking at me. And I looked at that eye, and first thing I thought was, the moment I open my mouth, I'm going to lie to Creator. I'm going to lie to Creator. That's what my first thought was, and I looked at it, and then all of a sudden that thought went away, and then we were just staring at each other for the longest time. It seemed like hours. Then all of a sudden, I heard this voice inside my head telling me, it says, you and I, we've come a long way. He said, we've come a long way. We got a lot of work to do. And I remember another dream that I had, a bear telling me those very same words. And this voice was telling me, started talking to me and kept telling me things, and kept telling me all these things that I needed to do, and then I had to wake up, and then I couldn't do certain things. That's what all that talking that I was talking about in our languages. It's talking about that experience and how it is that we all have the ability to wake up, to walk, to be spiritual. And what I say is what had happened to me personally. That's the only person I can talk about is myself. I can't talk about anybody else. I can talk about my own personal experiences, and these are what we need to wake up, to begin to address, to be able to explain, to be able to express these realities that we experience. That's what that happening in life takes place. Everybody has experience, each to their own, that is very vital to being able to express it in a oral way, be able to communicate it in an open way, not a closed way, being able to just say it without expectations, without judgment towards each other. Not to be afraid, to be open about how it is that we can express these experiences. We gotta have the ability to watch and listen, as it is said. Then it came to it. I'm not exactly sure how long I was out in the woods. My body lay out in the woods for a long time. When I got back into my body, it was pitch black. When those trees were slapping the ground, it was high noon. It was midday, the sun was right above me. And I remember I had no shadow. The shadow was right below me, right beneath me. And in saying that, when I woke up, it was pitch black. There was no cloud, there was no stars, no nothing. It was just pitch black. And I remember I had a rifle, and when I come back to, and I started scrambling around for my rifle. I was looking for it. It was pitch black. I had no flashlight, no matches, nothing. So then I found my rifle, picked it up, started scurrying around, and I made my way back up the hill. And because I knew the trails really well, because I do a lot of hunting back then. And I made it back all the way up on top of the hill, and I got back on the tractor trails. And when I got back on the tractor trail, I ran all the way home. And then when I got home, I unloaded the gun and put the gun back in its gun case and put the bullets away, and I went to bed. And then when I woke up, I didn't know how long I had spent out in the woods. So I found out later that I was gone for three and a half days, and my body lay out in the woods for 3.5 days. Nothing bothers you. Nothing will hurt your body. It's only our thoughts that gets the best of us as we think about it. As we get more educated, we think about the worst things right away. And spirituality, spiritual living is everything's okay. There is nothing bad about how to be in a spiritual way. These teachings, they still have to be alive and well, so we need us to be open to fasting, dreaming, living in an experiential way. Being open to all the experiences and everything that we face in our life. That's what I wanted to talk about today, is just visioning and dreaming. The experiences are really unique. There's no such thing as a bad dream. No such thing as evil in this world. We as people make those things happen. They're hard on us. They make our feelings hurt. We get afraid of things. We don't have to be afraid of anything. We don't have to create any kind of evil to be able to understand something in a peaceful way. That's all I have to say for now, so I'm going to say miigwech now.
Miigwech.
Oh. Dreams, they're important.
What did you think there when he said there's no such thing as a bad dream?
Are you kids guys mean anything to you guys?
She turned it real fast when he said that.
Mm-hmm.
Have you had bad dreams, or dreams that you think are bad, feel are bad?
When I was smaller.
Oh yeah.
Uncle play that one then they'll turn here.
Oh, we're almost not here, kiddo.
Plus they might be taking shots right now. Cause one part of that room oh no, that's in the that one room. Yeah, it's in like there's that doorway there. Well, there's a place where you wait and then the doorway, then you go take your shots. Never mind then. It's okay if he goes in there.
I've been worried to wake myself.
Wait.
I ate the whole thing on this.
I
Uncle,
helped
do you
you.
want the rest of this?
Sure.
With mine. Should have recorded it around it. Yeah, to like around it. See? Should have recorded it. Monday, September 20th.
Yeah, that's where I heard like about our dreams, or kind of tell us about ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And I know what I heard was like hold on, Becca. No, go. Like if we dream about the past, that there's something in our past that's troubling us. We're supposed to kind of dream into the future, I guess, or like the present or the future or something like that, to kind of help guide us through our lives and stuff like that, the road ahead, and what we need to take care of, or what we need to understand, I guess you could say.
See, the idea is we got to be focused right now. It's always right now. Dreams show us the future and the history of our people. Now, those feelings that we bring back from the spiritual world, from the spiritual world of the future and the past. Those feelings are what we learn to find what the teaching is all about. See, we can be very, very angry about our history. We can be very angry about our future as well too. And we can be very loving, very comfortable about our past and our future. So what I'm saying is be okay right now. It's hard to be in the future and it's hard to be in the past. Because a lot of times those things dictate to us what it is that we feel. Like a lot of our ancestors died because of us to be here today. And what I'm saying about that is they fought to protect our heritage, to protect our way of living. And we're still here. So we don't need to fight for that anymore. We just have to be this. We gotta be Anishinaabe, just be okay, be Ojibwe. And like what I was saying in those other guys, Ojibwe, what that means is me, the spirit that's breathing. So we have to be that. Let's be that spirit breathing. Then when we are that spirit, we live forever. Then we never die. Physically we will. Spiritually, the spirit lives forever. That's what all of that dreaming and visioning and all of that really builds up our identity as a human being. Gives us the strength to be able to understand this. See, for us, when we pass on, it's not a fearful thing for us to really think about the spirit world. It's a reality that's going to happen someday. It's inevitable for all of us to think is, what do we do till then? Let's learn. Let's really do something. Let's accomplish something. Let's work together. Let's unify. Instead of calling each other bad names, saying bad things about each other. Let's walk together and achieve a serenity and a peace. That way, life extends itself. No stress, no tensions, no pressures. Then we feel the power of life at its greatest. Then we can accomplish things. We can do the impossible. We can do miracles all the time. It's not just once in a while. That's simply putting a lot of teachings into just like a few minutes.
A little short time frame or whatever, huh?
Yes, yes.
How do we, you said that we go to the spirit world many times in a day.
Mm-hmm.
How do we do, I mean, I know we do that when we sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Do we do that under other circumstances too?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all the time. Our spirits is aware with us all the time. It's like having deja vu. Like in English, that's how they express that, a spiritual experience. Deja vu. We see something, it's happening right now, and then we say, "Oh, deja vu! I've seen this."
Mm-hmm.
See, that's our spirit. That's being awakened. That's being alert, aware all the time, though. So we know these things already. They've happened before. We've seen it. We've seen it, and now we're just beginning to speak about it. We're beginning to address ourselves as a spiritual human being. See, for a lot of years, our people have been deterred from being a spirit. That's why they outlawed a lot of our ceremonies, because we were 100% spiritually as well as physical. We could transform like a Bigfoot, a mermaid, the little people, they can travel into the spirit world at will. We used to be able to do that as human beings. We don't do that anymore because we're told not to do that. It's a bad thing. Even our own people say that now. Somewhere in history, all of that bad and evil became more predominant over our people. So now our spirits are really left. For years, I'd say 100 years, our people were told that our spirit is sleeping. Our spirits are not here with us. We're not the same people. Even as I was growing up, our elders used to say, "Oh, baka no, no, we're different. We're not spiritual. Our spirits are just seems like they're sleeping. There's no spirit inside of us as a people because we're very angry. We're very dominant. We're very full of power.
Very scared.
Yes, and we're very scared. We're afraid of everything too. Like that's the things. That's the impact that it has taught us today. So we need to reawaken ourselves, our spirits, to find a serenity and a peace. How we can do traveling at will again. See, today what I do is when I do a ceremony, I need to get into a dark room ceremony to be able to do a lot of travel. I could travel in the ceremony and go somewhere and try and do doctrine and healing. I don't have to be there physically, so I can go see it, and I can tell things very detailed too. I've never been there. I don't even know the person. I just go see them, and then I can describe how they look, how their home looks, things like that. I could walk right into their house spiritually, because we all have that ability to do that. Very few of us even begin to say, "Yeah, right, I don't have that. I don't have that gift." Everybody does. Everybody does. It's just that we don't believe that because our thoughts are greater than what our spirit is all about. It's the other way around.
They overpower
Yes.
spirit. She got a question.
At lunch I had deja vu.
Cool. What did you see? What did you?
On my tray it was like whitish a little bit because I had cheese I had peach and cottage cheese, and then when I went to go throw it away, and then I was like deja vu, and then
Cool.
because I saw it that like that.
Yep, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, maybe. That's what it's all about. We see things, we've known, we've seen it, and when it's happening, we just have that recollection that our spirit is being awakened inside of us. We're just also paying attention. And I'll tell you this: children have a greater sense about that, abilities to keep that going inside of us. So I always tell people, encourage our children to love, to care, to be okay. And what I mean by okay is not to judge them so harshly, because they don't know the things we know. We know how to be controlling and how to pretend to be a good person. We know that real well as adults. We pretend to be a good person, yet when we get behind closed doors, we become deviant, and we're a bad person. A lot of us are bad because we believe that more than being a true human being. Serene, peaceful, loving, very calm. You ever notice a lot of our children are all that? Then we go through a stage of hardship, and then when you become an elder again, you just become so peaceful, so you don't let anything. I hear a lot of elders saying, "I'm okay. I don't let that bother me anymore. I'm okay. I just need to take care of myself. I can't change what's happening. I can't control what's happening out there. So I'll live it. I'll live it to show how to change that." That's what a lot of elders say. Instead of being mean, yelling, and all that, they'll be peaceful, hugging, very just comfortable and just serene. Our elders, and then when they're ready to die, their words are very soft spoken. They're They're not very harsh. They're not telling you, don't do that, don't do that. They're just, talk to me. Tell me. They'll listen without saying anything. And when they do say something, you think it's not about you. The thing is, they're teaching. They're saying something how they learn to be a comfortable, peaceful human being. Today, it's not like that. We don't listen to our elders. We put them away. We lock them away to rest homes and all these specialized places for our elders now. So we've severed our connections, our ties to each of our children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren. We're not together there anymore. We're different. We say we are. We say we do have that same connection. Really, that's all it is. We say it. We don't believe it anymore. So we just need to reawaken ourselves to those teachings that are valuable. So is it still early?
5 to 7.
5 to 7.
What time you going in?
We're supposed to be going in at 7, but.
Did anybody make the fire?
Well, we were out there. We just.
Oh, you already did?
And rocks are there and woods there.
Oh, okay.
We just started putting it together, and the rocks just have to be put on and covered and licked.
Oh, so.
And Almond said he was going to be there
Oh.
at 6, I think he said so.
So it should be rolling then.
Yep.
Hopefully.
Does it mean anything like, for me it was like, when I was younger I'd have dreams, but then as I got older, I would just like go to sleep and it'd just be black or something like
That's
that.
how I am when I go to sleep.
And then I'd wake up and I wouldn't have like any dreams, and I just kind of recently started having dreams again.
Well, what happened there is that what happens there when we see just black, there's a light there. Our spirit is still traveling whether we like it or not. And when our spirit travels, that's what I mean. We've